Hello, Transurfer and the Transurfing Curious. My name is Renee Garcia, and I'm going to tackle a controversial topic today. It's kind of weird thinking that talking about the diet on social media is so controversial, but I had a video, I don't know, 6 months or so ago that was titled Vegans Beware, and oh my gosh. Talk about prodding the pendulum, right? Now, I'm not trying to say that veganism is not right in any way. If it's the right thing for you, then it's absolutely right. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on culturally where people feel compelled to have others adhere to their diets for whatever reasons, right? Nutritionally, morally, whatever it is. And remember the golden rule of transurfing: allow yourself to be you and allow others to be themselves. And I know I'll probably get a little bit of blowback from this one too, but you know what, fuck it, I don't care. So before I get started, remember to like this video and comment below. My world is taking care of me to enter my daily giveaway for my reprogramming stickers and the teachable course Reality 2.0 down below. Also, please subscribe. Your subscription is greatly appreciated here at TransurfingTV. So my diet. First of all, I'm actually making this video because last month or so I've had at least 3 or 4 people reach out to me and say, hey, what's your diet like? You look, you know, really thin. Somebody said, oh, what do you have, a 5-inch waist? So I'm going to tell you what I do. It works for me. Again, it might not be for everyone, and this is absolutely about everyone finding what works for them, because there are food pendulums, right? Food pendulums. Now, it isn't a food pendulum if it works for you. But if it doesn't work for you and you're in it, then it's a pendulum. And I'm going to get into my own personal example here in a minute. And it was an expensive experience. And I spent about, I don't know, a year and a half feeling like crap because I felt like I needed to adhere to this specific diet, and to hell with it. I am now doing what absolutely feels good to me. So, first off, I'd like to state that I know a lot of people have put on a few pounds during this whole COVID thing, being at home so much. And really what has helped me in maintaining my physique through these times is continuing to live in the mindset of my past ideal weight. So if I look at myself and say, oh my God, I'm not what I used to be, I am not going to be what I used to be. Now, I could put on a few pounds or maybe lose a little bit of tone, but I can quickly reverse that by putting myself into the mindset of where I was before I added those pounds on. So this is thoughts and actions. It's the two things. So if you look in the mirror and you're like, oh man, I gained 10 pounds since COVID happened. Okay, so what were you doing right before COVID that you aren't doing now? And what weren't you doing before COVID that you're doing now? So maybe you were exercising more before and now you're using the whole pandemic thing as an excuse to not get out and get your blood pumping. Maybe you weren't eating on the couch in the evenings, and now since COVID you're eating on the couch in the evenings. So trying to figure out exactly that spot that you were in, both with your thoughts and your actions pre the weight gain, this is what helps me to really just keep myself in that state. So I'm like, okay, if I'm feeling like I put on a little bit and I know that I've been snacking in the evening, and where I was before, I wasn't snacking in the evening, I just stopped snacking in the evening. It's pretty easy, right? So making certain that you're living in the mindset of your past ideal weight and also taking the same actions. Fasting, I'm going to talk about fasting for a moment. I am now doing intermittent fasting. Well, I've been doing intermittent fasting for probably about the last year and a half, but I've actually kicked it up a notch. Now I don't eat, and I know this is going to sound extreme for a lot of people because we have been convinced, we've been programmed that we need to have 3 meals a day, right? And I've been on a fasting routine for a while, and I've slowly built myself up. I do not eat for 20 hours of my day. For 4 hours of my day, I eat however many calories I want within the foods that I have chosen to eat. So what this looks like for me practically is that I only eat from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So I wake up in the morning, I have 2 cups of keto coffee, which are very, very rich. I put a lot of butter in the coffee. So it's not that I'm not getting any calories. It's that I'm not consuming carbohydrates. I'm not consuming food. I get some calories in form of liquid butter. So I know that probably sounds a little bit weird to people. Heavy cream and butter in my coffee. 2 cups, that's all I have. And then I eat at 1 o'clock. I snack a little bit before I eat something more substantial because it has been 20 hours since I've eaten. And then after that, it's kind of like fair game, right? I eat whatever I want. I'll eat nuts and cheese and seed crackers and salmon and all sorts of keto foods. I have my dinner no later than 5 o'clock. And then after that last bite, there's no more eating until the next day at 1 p.m. Now, I have been practicing this, and for people that are going to say, oh my God, that's too little. It's actually not. Human beings weren't meant to eat 3 meals a day. We were meant to eat kind of sporadically, and we were grazers, and then once in a while we would get that big meal, right? But the bottom line of it is, don't do this if it feels bad. It feels good to me, and it's my own thing, so I'm going to do that, right? And anytime anybody says anything to me in my life, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, listen, it works for me. I feel great. Mentally, I'm very, very, I really feel as though my brain now functions at a higher capacity when I'm not totally bogged down with my body trying to process food. Now, that being said, I probably consume more calories in a 24-hour period of time, even though it's just 4 hours, than most people do. I probably eat like, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 calories a day, right? High calories. So that's my fasting routine. Keto, again, I'm a keto diet. I eat lots and lots and lots of animal fat and animal protein, very little carbs, no sugar, no fruit. I do have my splurge days, but I am a keto diet person, and this has helped me resolve a bunch of health issues that were long-standing. I had for a very long period of time. So this diet has calmed all of that stuff. And again, this is what's right for me. I'm not saying that it's right for everyone else, but for me, this is what's working. So I'm going to stick with it, right? And I'm not going to allow the pendulums in my external environment to try to hook me or convince me I'm wrong or that something's not, right. None of that stuff. I find what works for me, and I hold on to that. So beware pendulums, food pendulums and food trends. So my quick example before I wrap this video up, I lived in Los Angeles for 15 years, and this is like a mecca for food trends. Every diet, oh, the macro diet, no, this diet, fruitarian, raw diet, and all that stuff. And I was susceptible to all of those things. I had health issues, I had low energy, I wasn't doing well mentally, I suffered because I was just constantly swinging around and trying different diets. I've been doing the keto diet for like probably about 3.5 years now. So it's steady, right? I'm not doing that swinging everywhere anymore routine, because that was just bad news for me. But when I was in my pendulum, my food pendulum swing, I did do the raw diet, and then I moved on to the fruitarian diet, and this was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I had horrible digestion issues. I had extremely low energy. I was spending about $1,200 to $1,500 a month as a single person at Whole Foods eating raw, right? It was ridiculous. The pendulum hooked me. I was getting very, very little out of the deal, and the pendulum was getting a lot. I was being depleted financially. I was depleted energetically. It was not working for me, but my mind kept saying, well, this is the cool thing that everybody's doing, and this is what you're supposed to do, and you shouldn't eat meat, and you shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't do that, and you should only eat raw, and you should only eat fruit. And it was not right for me. Now, here's the interesting thing, and I'm going to say this as to close this video out. There are two extreme people. I can't even remember their names, but I'll just tell you about them to give an example. There are two extreme people online that I've looked at over the years. One woman is an Australian gal who's a fruitarian, right? All she eats is fruit. And then there's another woman that she only eats beef. That's it. Only beef, nothing else. Beef and salt. She's Jordan Peterson's daughter, if you guys know who that is. And she is an advocate for this diet. I don't know, they call it the healing diet or something like that. And she only eats beef. So both of these women will tell you that their way is the only way. And look at how lean they are, and look at how beautiful they are, and look at how perfect and healthy, and all my ailments have healed, and look, this is the way. But both of them are literally doing the opposite thing of each other, and both of them, you can see, look healthy, beautiful, really, really like dialed in, very, very physically healthy. Both of them, their skin is totally glowing. They have amazing things to say about their health, and they're both doing the opposite diets. Now, my whole thing on this is the reason that they're experiencing that is because they feel so strongly about their diet. They're in line with it. It works for them. They feel mentally good. Their frequency is high. They don't feel like they're polluting their bodies. They feel like they're doing the right thing for them. And this is showing outwardly in form of health, vitality, beauty, all that good stuff that we all want to have. So again, fruitarian and only eats beef have the exact same benefits and characteristics of someone that is eating healthy and exuding beauty and health, right? So whatever it is you're going to eat, feel good about it. Make sure that you feel good physically. Again, me going to my example of me doing fruitarian, I felt like shit, right? So what you're doing, if you're constantly struggling with energy levels and you're maybe feeling guilt, why did I eat that? Oh, I can't stop eating sugar. All that mental stuff needs to go. You choose what it is you are going to eat, what it is you're going to consume. Feel good about it, right? You can still eat the sugar and eat the bad stuff, but don't do something and then feel bad about it afterwards. Otherwise, it just needs to go. Do it and feel good about it, right? Like the two girls that have both chosen their thing. Do it and feel good about it, or eradicate it from your normal repertoire of what it is that you consume. So this is my breakdown on diet, everybody. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your diet is. Let me know what you think about this, and let's have a discussion about it. I will also open a thread in the Facebook group for us to talk about it, and I'm sure it will be a lit conversation. Thanks so much for watching my video, everyone. Bye.